Hello, everyone. I'm Cheldin Barlett-Rumor, and this is it. Welcome back to This Is It TV. Oh, I absolutely love it. When he swings on by, I want to make sure that he reintroduces himself, his first and last name, and all he's up to.
Cheldin, of course, I'm Bezich, men's health advocate, contributing writer to phillyvoice.com, and of course, the author of Crack the Code, 10 proven secrets that motivate healthy behavior and inspire fulfillment in men over 50. What's going on?
I mean, we are on the East Coast here. It is a gloomy, gloomy morning. And
very gloomy.
Right? And we were chatting about that a little, and it seems that's the theme of our conversation today. Fill us in on what you're thinking.
Well, Cheldin, we're in the final stage of winter. Yeah. And, for me, at least, and I think for a lot of folks out there, particularly my guys over 50, winter is a tough time. There's a lot of challenges out there, again, as we get to the final stages. And, sometimes, and for me, the weather, we were just talking about how, one day it's 70 degrees and today we're back, flirting with freezing temperatures and such. So that back and forth really kind of puts me in a sour mood. And unfortunately, it can lead to something what we call the winter blues, which is, not too serious, but it kind of affects your quality of life when you're lethargic or, just not feeling yourself. Or, sometimes it could lead to something more serious that we call season affective disorder, or SAD, seasonal affective disorder. And that really is a more a serious condition, a state of depression that, again, will pass on its own after about 5 months. But the problem is it can repeat itself every year. So the thought of having this, this depression that gets kind of serious every year repeat itself is why the experts say, with regard to that seasonal affective disorder, you should get some professional help. But either way, whether you're just trying to cope with the blues or you've got something more serious going on, one of the antidotes, one of the natural remedies, of course, is diet and exercise and a healthy lifestyle.
Yes. Yes. So keeping things moving. I didn't know it was, it could go into that serious and larger and more severe diagnosis. I thought it was just simply the blues, but to be in the blues for 5 months, that's a significant part of your life. And so I think that really being able to address that, I think a lot of individuals are always kind of okay just being okay, right? Like, this is what happens to me every winter. This is what it's going to be. This is how I'm going to live my life. But you're telling me that it doesn't have to be that way. It doesn't have to be a diagnosed sentence in that term. It could be something that we alleviate or lessen.
Well, there's something you can do about it. Now, it doesn't affect all people. Seasonal affective disorder is about 6% of the population. The winter blues is about 14. So it's not, the plague across the country. But if it affects you, then it's pretty important to you.
Yes.
And as I alluded to, from a natural situation, diet and exercise helps because, again, during the winter months, you might be inclined to kind of eat the wrong things and to go to the sweets too much, et cetera. So the ability to be a little bit more disciplined and think about that and think about the fact that it can help you, your state of mind with the whole mind-body connection is important. A good night's sleep, getting sunlight and getting, even whether it be artificial or the natural thing, is also a tactic you can take. And if that doesn't work, maybe a little bit extra dose of vitamin D. So there's a lot we can do out there to kind of get us through the tough times through the winter months.
The blues, of course, take your vitamins, get active is always a piece of advice that you tend to provide us on a regular basis to ensure that not only are we keeping things moving, but these blues, I think, are real. I mean, I was talking to you before we hit record, as we tend to chat before we do. And I was, saying, as somebody who's extra enthusiastic, I was feeling a little gloomy, especially here on the East Coast where the weather's changing so rapidly. You never know what to expect. You walk out to go drop off the kids and it's not so sunshine and rainbows by any stretch of the imagination. What can we do to stay active? So keeping moving, making sure that we get a good night's rest, which again, we forget that that's an important part of our health journey as well.
Basic. And the other perspective here is that, because this is a time of year when a lot of folks are coming off their New Year's resolutions and maybe the resolution is going away. If you really want to, again, confront the winter blues, then use that as a trigger to, again, either start or restart your healthy lifestyle. There's never a bad time to start. And maybe you can keep those habits up, for for the long haul. So, I always like to try to find some positive and the negative, and give our guys out there and all of our folks, some kind of behavioral jujitsu to take what's negative and turn it into a positive.
Oh, I absolutely love that. Always providing some practical ways to make better decisions in our life. I am spoiled to have you join me as often as you do. I want people to get in touch with you. I want them to get out of those blues. And again, if you need additional assistance, see your physician. But I do believe that you are giving practical things that we can implement today, which I always love. But I want people to get in touch with you today. So if people would like to reach you, follow, fan, and like you, as I like to say, where would they find that information?
You can get me at 50plusmen.com, just like over my shoulder there. You can see what's going on. You can see my Philly Voice articles, what's happening, and a little snippet about the forthcoming next book.
Yes.
Men and Those Who Love Them.
I love the title's good. The title's good. I love this. I'm so excited for you. You are doing such amazing work. I know you're a busy, busy man, but we want to make sure that more people know about you today than yesterday. So we'll have all the information within the post. Get in touch with my friend today. Thanks so much for joining me.
Thank you, Cheldin.
Of course, from all of us here at This Is It TV, I'm Cheldin Barlett-Rumer, and we will see you soon. Take care.